Okay, thank you so much for making this video. Actually, for today's topic, I don't want to talk about something that's serious. Yeah, it's actually, well, in the end, I'm going to talk something serious actually because it's something related to basic. How do I call it? This is a basic skill actually. However, not a lot of people have this kind of skill. This is not, something related to certain practical skills like driving or knitting or something like that, or even how to fix certain piece of hardware or something like that. No, no, no. What I'm talking about is actually related to critical thinking. Yeah. So the thing is, critical thinking is kind of important. I mean, you know, as an English teacher, I have a lot of students that want to study abroad. Yeah. And sometimes it's kind of troublesome when they don't have enough critical thinking skill or they don't have enough, how do I call this? Yeah. So basically they are really out of touch with whatever that is going on in the world and they don't have any opinion about that thing. All right. So here's the thing. Yeah. I was teaching a student talking about whether nuclear power would be a perfect replacement for fossil fuel. And most of the time, yeah, most of the students that I was teaching, they did not have a good answer why nuclear power would be a perfect replacement for fossil fuel or even any contrary arguments against that topic. Okay, so what do we do then, everyone? What do we do? If your students have something, this kind of problem, let's say they want to study abroad, their English is good, they can speak, they can write, okay, they can listen and read to anything in English. This is actually, I must say, it's not related to the English language per se, but it's related to their, how do I call this? Critical thinking. Let's call it like that at the moment. Okay, so if you have a student like this, or if you encounter a problem like this, you are a student on your own, wants to improve your critical thinking skill, I really recommend you to be curious and stay updated on what's going on in the world. Try to read news, try to see discussions about something that is trending right now, and try your best to ask the first question of being critical. Why? Yes, starts with why. By asking the question why, you are starting your journey to become a more critical person. And then after you ask a lot of why questions and you find the answer, what's next? How? How? How to solve that problem? Okay. For example, recently in my country, yeah, there is a lot of argument against illegal parking valet. So in Indonesia, we have a lot of illegal parking valet where you have to pay small change. It's less than 20 cent, yeah, 20 cent US dollar or something like that. And some people believe that this illegal parking valet existence is actually not good for them and the economy in general. Well, as a person that wants to be critical, you need to understand why these people think like that. And why do you think some people will argue against removing illegal parking valet? We need to understand both sides to reach the ultimate conclusion. For example, here, let's say against the parking valet, we have a lot of arguments. First, yeah, um, parking valet, it's kind of disturbing to people who's running that business. Yeah, I mean, if you compare any kind of business that share the same market, one of them has illegal parking valet and one of them has no illegal parking valet. Which one that will get the most visitors or customers? The one that is free of illegal parking valet will mostly be visited by customers. Yeah, while the others, it's kind of difficult. They need to do a lot of things to make sure the customers get convinced to visit them, even though there is a parking valet waiting in front of their store. Now, if we go to the opinion of why we cannot remove illegal parking valet, it's because of these guys don't have any kind of jobs, something like that. I think the most common argument is it's better to let them do these things rather than turning themselves into a crime. Now you understand both sides. There are many reasons, of course, but sometimes for exam purpose, if you think too many reasons, you will be out of time. For example, in IELTS second task or in a speaking part 3 in IELTS, yeah. So what do we do after got both sides of the story? Then you try to conclude the best solution. What do you think the best solution is? Do you need to pick a side? Which one that is better, the parking valet side or the customer side, or do you need to, I don't know, so what, I don't know what's the best solution for it. Okay, the thing is, as a person myself, I cannot form my own argument without reading the source of the problem, yeah, without reading discussion. The thing is, I know the best solution most of the time because someone else has brought it before. That's me. I don't know how about the others, yeah. So what I recommend here in this situation would be the local government should create a mandatory jobs for people who are unfortunate enough, yeah, to apply for this job. For example, they create an entire department focusing on cleaning the streets of the cities and the rivers by recruiting these people and pay them well. Yeah, we try to negotiate with these illegal parking valet and try to offer them these jobs opportunities. Of course, it's going to be challenging to persuade all of them, but this kind of solution, it's better rather than keeping them being unproductive and disturbing to the economy. The thing is, in the end, my solution will not be the best because, of course, every solution is not going to be the best. You cannot please everyone, but sometimes in critical thinking, you have to analyze why your solution is more beneficial rather than other solutions. Yeah. So yeah, that's one of the example of critical thinkings. Yeah, one of the example. There are other things. Yeah, most of the time. Okay, my advice: if you need critical thinking skills, yeah, go get news, read it, ask your question why, and try to propose a solution. You don't have to be an expert to propose a solution. You don't need to. Yeah, you don't need to. You just need a lot of reading. You need to be an expert when you want to really execute that solution. Yeah, I mean, me, do you think I can execute the solution that I just made up? No, no, I cannot execute that. I don't have the skills and resources to do that. In that situation, I need to do a lot of discussion with the expert in that field. Yeah. Okay. So I think that that will be all from me. If you need to practice more about topics that can challenge your critical thinking skill about social issues that often show up in English exam, I recommend that you practice by reading questions that often show up in IELTS second task of essay, or I don't really remember the name. I think it's GRE, yeah, GRE from ETS, where you have to write an essay after you read a problem. Yeah, I think that is actually a very good practice to improve your critical thinking skills. Okay. All right, I think that will be all from me. Remember, you want to be more critical? Start by asking why. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you don't, yeah, just be respectful. Okay. Have a good day.